Hello and welcome back to some more Genshin Impact. So I'm going to be continuing the timed event. It's called, this particular quest is called Give Her Sweetness. Wants me to wait until the following morning, between 8 and 10. Some would seek to cause trouble during the festival. They cannot be allowed to ruin the surprise, is what the description reads. So that's interesting. So let's go ahead and fast forward the time.
Candies, you're here! Have you seen Dory?
She just left. I got here early, and she had already started doing business, so we wrapped things up right away. She left the city as soon as I handed her the travel permit and tax waiver I promised.
Wow, she sure didn't waste any time. So, how'd it go? Did she tell you where the gem came from?
Yes, according to the local gem merchants, the ore was retrieved from a nameless ruin in the desert several months ago. The ruin is in very poor condition. Even the writing on the walls is nearly impossible to read. Dory mentioned something that even more concerning, though. Apparently, the craftsman made another gem just like this one.
So there's two?
Yes, the ore had a crack down the middle. The craftsman believed it would be impossible to repair, so they turned it into two gems instead.
So where's the other gem now?
That's exactly what I'd like to know. If this gem truly provides the power of foresight, the consequences could be detrimental in the wrong hands. Funny enough, I heard a caravan was robbed just this morning in a remote part of the desert.
You think it's related to the other gem?
I can't say for sure, but I do know this. Only small scale caravans or ones carrying important goods travel on remote paths like that, and their routes are highly confidential. So what you're saying is, whoever attacked the caravan was able to predict its exact location. It's certainly possible.
Sounds like we need to investigate the site of the robbery. But what about the preparations for the Sub-Zero's festival?
Dea said we can meet up with everyone later. If we hurry, we should be able to get back in time. Of course, if you have any other plans, please don't feel obliged to come with me.
Hey, we're in this together. There's no way we're backing out now.
Let's head out. I should have known you would say that. Thank you for all your help. So, yeah, I'm going to be continuing with the story of this timed event, I guess. I may hold off on the side activities for just a little bit. So, where are we supposed to go? All the way over here. I believe the robbery took place not too far from here.
Wow, we really are in the middle of nowhere.
Aether, Paimon, over here. Do you sense that? I sense a trace amount of elemental energy. Exactly. Many among the desert tribes are capable of wielding elemental energy. The same is true for the Eremites. Some use that power to attack caravans and earn some quick mora.
Wait, are those broken planks over there?
Mm-hmm. Yes, all that's left of the transport wagon. I would imagine. Strange. The wood looks charred. Was there an explosion? I see traces of activity over there. Let's follow the road and see what we can find. We got a follower now. I've mentioned this before, but I'm not exactly a fan of having to manually follow people. Looks like something was left behind by the caravan. I think that's what it said. Or maybe it was, she said, by the bandits. Whatever that is on the ground, it's interesting. Didn't get a good look at it, though. The traces are pointing this way. Let's go up. Just gotta keep going. It's funny how she's... shouldn't be far now. It's funny how her tracks are leaving like a straight line, whereas my tracks are more like footprints.
Oh, I can't believe this. We made sure to pick a remote path and we still got ambushed.
So these must be the people who were with the caravan, right? Excuse me, sorry for the interruption.
Ah! Who's there?
I'm Candice, the guardian of Aru Village. I'm trying to learn more about the robbery that took place this morning.
Guardian?
Calm down. I think we're safe. Pretty sure stealing's not in a guardian's job description.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Don't mind him. Some of our guys are still on edge after the robbery this morning.
I can sympathize, of course. There's no need to be nervous. Although, is this where you plan to set up camp? Caravan Rebot isn't that far, you know?
The robbery took everything from us. We can't just let that slide, so I'm taking my men to confront them and get back some of what they stole at least.
That sounds like a bad idea. I would caution against that, especially when it looks like you're low on rations as it is. In the desert, impulsivity and overconfidence can be fatal. Why didn't they just go to the Adventurers Guild? That would make more sense, wouldn't it? What was it you were transporting?
Hazardous materials.
Excuse me?
For the love of... You can't just say that. Listen, it was just some firecrackers and fireworks. That's all.
But that's what the crates had written on them.
They're fireworks. What else would they be labeled as? Perishable goods? Ugh. Just ignore him, please. As you can see, some of my guys aren't particularly bright. If the guards at Caravan Rebot hear of this, we'll get questioned all over again.
So the charred remains on the planks are from the fireworks? And where were you sending those goods?
To some tribal camps in the desert. Everybody's looking to celebrate with the Sub-Zero's festival coming up. Even small businesses like us got a share of the orders. Mostly the long-distance transports that no one else wanted.
I see. Could you describe the robbery to us?
Well, it was like this. We had just set out on the remote path when...
A web of thorns and vines suddenly blocked our way.
Vines?
Huh.
What? No, why would there be vines in the desert? Our wagon got stuck in the sand. That's what happened. I'm sure it was a trap. After that...
Bombs started falling from the sky.
Okay, so one guy seems to be, like, I don't know, telling the truth and the other one keeps trying to cover it up.
Bombs?
Ugh, just stop talking. That robbery messed you up more than I thought.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jakob, if that's how you say his name, is lying, and the other guy, Heiser, I don't know how you say that name, is the one telling the truth.
Don't listen to his nonsense. He's just a bit shaken up by what happened. Anyway, as we were trapped, the bandits started firing rockets at us, which made a lot of the fireworks go off. In the middle of all the chaos, they ran off with the rest of our stuff.
Well, I suppose you could say the rockets are kind of like bombs, right? Did you see what they looked like?
No, we couldn't really see anything. There was sand everywhere, and we were more preoccupied with getting out alive. Although, I did notice that one of the bandits had this green stone.
Huh. Did it look anything like this?
Yes, exactly like that. I just couldn't make sense of it. If you already have something that valuable, why go after our cheap firecrackers?
Unless the hazardous materials were targeted for some other reason. Alright, I think I understand the situation. Thank you for your cooperation. I would still urge you to head to Caravan Rebot and report the incident. For your own safety, don't let your anger lead you to do something foolish.
Well, all right. We'll just take another quick break before we head over.
Maybe I was wrong about Jakob, like trying to hide stuff, I don't know. Just, it felt a little bit odd that he and the other guy, Heiser or whatever, were, you know, going back and forth like that. Good, let's go. Alright, we should be out of earshot. So, what do you think, Aether? I'm not sure about their goods, or I'm not sure about their identity. Yes, I feel the same way. Their leader was clearly hiding something. Okay, I wasn't wrong. I think we can safely say those weren't simple fireworks shipments. And now whatever hazardous materials they were transporting have fallen into the hands of another group of bandits.
So one group of bad guys attacked the other?
Sounds like it. It's very possible. In any case, our biggest concern right now is that the group that currently has the goods and what their goal may be. The Sub-Zero's festival is coming up. Oh no. I see what you mean. Their methods were precise and effective. It's very likely they're exploiting the visions granted by the gem. The situation could be even more precarious than we thought. I don't think we should hide this any longer. Let's head back to Caravan Rebot and explain the situation to the guards. Yeah, it sounds like a plan, so let's teleport over there. Rest here for now, you two. I'll be back as soon as I've spoken to the guards.
Paimon hopes the Sub-Zero's festival doesn't get ruined. Things are turning out to be more complicated than we expected.
Oh? And what things would those be?
Wait,
Sounds like something the General Mahamatra should know about.
why is Sino voiced? Every other, major character isn't voiced, but Sino is? Well, Paimon and Sino, I guess. But still, that's interesting.
Sino, what are you doing here?
I'm here on business, investigating an unusual robbery case.
Wait, could it be the same one we've been investigating?
Sounds like you've been hard at work.
Just doing my duty. By the way, I brought something that I think might help with the investigation. Here, have some patisara pudding.
How's that gonna help?
Okay, thanks.
Well, find any clues? They say the proof is in the pudding, after all.
Good grief.
Did you have to tell that joke with Paimon had a mouthful of pudding? She almost choked.
Very funny. Don't tell me you did all that just to make a joke.
Anyway, back to the matter at hand. Tell me more about this robbery case of yours. I see. So you and Candice already did a preliminary investigation.
Yep, Candice can tell you the rest when she gets back. That merchant group was really suspicious.
All right. You can leave the rest to me. On a different note, do you have any other plans for the day?
Oh, we'll probably head back with Candice. We're meeting up with everyone to prepare for the
Paimon?
super awesome dinner we're planning tonight.
Sino's working quarters aren't too far from Nahida's. Did Tainari tell him about the surprise?
Strange. Sounds like you're hiding something from me.
Well, I mean, it would be kind of... they made it very obvious.
What? No, not at all. We'd never do anything like that.
Do you know why henna berries can't tell a lie?
Why?
Because they're always going to be red straight through.
Okay, haha, good one, because their color is red.
You think so? Then tell me your secret.
Seriously, there's no secret.
Is that so? You're not afraid of ending up like the bass in the lake?
What?
Because they always wind up eating their worms.
I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, who knew being interrogated by the General Mahamatra was this miserable?
Someone's being interrogated? Did I miss something?
Candice! Thank goodness you're back. Please save us.
What happened? Can't be anything too bad if Sino's grinning from ear to ear.
Nice to see you, Candice. The Traveler already updated me on everything, so you can leave the robbery case to me. But when I asked about their plans this afternoon, they started dodging my questions.
This afternoon, aren't we heading back to Port Ormos to work on the surprise?
Candice! It's supposed to be a secret.
It's alright. Sino has always been part of the plan.
What? Why didn't you say something sooner?
Well, once you told me about the case, I realized I might not make it this afternoon. I was going to ask you to tell the group, but you decided to end the conversation.
Seriously? So we had to listen to a couple of Sino jokes for nothing?
It was 3 jokes, actually. Alright, I never told you who was involved. Apologies, that was our mistake.
Well, with that resolved, could you tell the group I've got a case? Oh, and these are the items I was supposed to get. Could you take them back with you?
Sure thing, we've got this.
I would hope so. I just handed it to you.
Oh, enough already.
Okay. So now we've got to go back over to Port Ormos.
Finally free from all those terrible jokes.
Haha, I rarely get to spend time with Sino outside of work. I'm sure he's just happy you came back for the Sub-Zero's festival.
That explains why he had all those jokes ready to go even while on the job. Paimon will never understand how he doesn't give himself a cringe attack. Candice? Did you have another vision?
Yes, I saw 2 people enter the alley over there. They seemed suspicious. I think they were talking about something dangerous.
Dangerous? Maybe they're the bandits from earlier.
Did you see what they looked like? No, unfortunately, the visions are very blurry. I could only catch a few words and some vague images.
Then let's sneak up on them. If they're the ones looking to cause trouble during the Sub-Zero's festival, we should catch them in the act.
Uh-huh. Agreed. No, nothing. Secret signal. Explosion goes off.
Hey, did you hear that? Sounds like they're talking about something dangerous.
Let's try to get closer. When something passes by on the flower carriage, we'll launch it. Factor in the object's trajectory. Completely foolproof. Stop your planning at once! Huh? Is something wrong? It's these 2.
Wait, it's you 2? Oh, what kind of terrible plan were you talking about just now? Something about explosions and the flower carriage?
The connections we make reveal a lot about the mind. The fact that you went to a dark place simply shows the way you think. Honestly, Paimon, what did you think we were doing? We were just discussing the birthday surprise. Not long ago. Like I said, that's not it. We have more than just a heartless transactional relationship. You're overthinking the whole thing. It was your theory in the first place. That Marok disappeared after working for you all this time without anything in return. I think I'm allowed some dramatics. Marok hasn't come back since I sent it out for coffee. Perhaps seeing the underlings at the academia pick up coffee for their seniors taught Marok something about its own situation. You're saying I treat Marok like my inferior? I would never. I'm just worried Marok had some sort of awful experience, decided to run away. Maybe something triggered an existential crisis, and Marok became so angry about its mechanical existence, it decided to never come back. It's certainly an imaginative conclusion. No, that's impossible. I created Marok myself, and I perform regular maintenance every week. There's no way Marok would be that heartless. And here you are in Port Ormos, telling me all this when I'm supposed to be working. It's good I ran into you, actually. I was hoping you could look at my proposal. Huh. I thought you were confident in your abilities. It's not like that. I just wanted to confirm the route for the flower carriage. Unfortunately, I know nothing about the route for the flower carriage. What? You're not involved in the festival at all? The academia couldn't convince you to help out? Organizing festivals is not part of my job description. You really think that academia could convince me otherwise? You've got a point. Well, could you at least take a look at the final explosion? Explosion? Yep, the candy tower I designed is going to hit the flower carriage at a designated time. It exploded into pieces, shooting candy in all directions. Not the dangerous kind of explosion, though. It's supposed to look like fireworks. I consulted a bunch of engineering papers, so it's completely safe. The candy is soft, and the packaging is as smooth as silk flower fabric. Once I receive the secret signal, Marok will activate the mechanism from afar. That way, I can make sure the explosion goes off at the right time and place. And when is that supposed to be? When the Dedra Archon passes by in the flower carriage, once we receive the signal, we'll launch it and kaboom! Don't forget to factor in the object's trajectory and the humidity level. Already done. The mechanism inside the Candy Tower controls for those factors. The plan is completely foolproof.
Okay, so that's what all this was about?
You had your mind set on a very different interpretation.
Well, about that.
It's alright, let me explain. The ability to see the future? That's incredible. Fascinating. You formulated a hypothesis based on your interpretation of the gem's abilities, yet the results failed to corroborate it. Perhaps this calls for a different postulation.
Maybe you could dumb that down a little.
You assumed you were seeing the future, but what if you were actually seeing the past? Oh?
The past?
I have no idea how to say that name, but I'm going to try to guess. Yahunger said this was the second time his wind generator broke down. Mechanical failures of that nature come with predictable consequences. His lack of surprise suggests something similar happened in the past. As for the falling crates, during a busy time like the Sub-Zero's festival, people often stack their crates on both sides of the street, likely leading to similar accidents. Seeing people have a private conversation in a secluded place is even more common. So, you're saying we just happen to witness events that have occurred before? It's easy for mundane events to appear special. So, either you can predict the future and make it deviate off course, or you happen to witness the past. Yeah, the second option seems a bit easier to swallow. That's not why I brought it up. I was simply trying to offer a change in perspective.
Well, it does explain what we saw.
The conditions and actions required to trigger this power are still unclear. If you plan to investigate further, you should pay attention to those two factors. Speaking of a change in perspective, maybe you were the one that scared Merrick off. An ingenious thought. If Merrick and I had never met before, yeah. Yeah, Merrick should be used to you, especially after I programmed it to recognize your voice. Something else must have happened.
Kaveh, if Merrick is missing, what's the thing coming toward us right now?
The flying book thing? Or no, briefcase. Merrick? Where have you been? You went to look for more coffee beans because the shop was out of stock? Hey, if they're out, they're out. You don't have to go that far. Merrick sure is persistent.
Candice, something on your mind?
I was just thinking about Mr. Al-Haytham's theory. It makes sense until we factor in the robbery in the desert.
Huh.
Who's this? Tainari? Okay. Oh, you're all here. Something wrong? You look troubled. Just trying to work through some mysteries. Alright, it's almost time for our meeting. We'll catch you up on the way. I'm needed at the House of Dana. See you later.
Yep, bye-bye.
Huh? Okay, so now we've got to go to the gathering spot. Oh, it's right nearby. Nice of you to finally show up, all young and capable, and yet not one of you could get here before a senior such as myself. Apologies, Madame Farazan. We got caught up in the discussion. A discussion more important than the Candy Tower? Finding a suitable material for the candy, that was supposed to be the priority, or we might not make it in time for the parade. Well, did you figure something out? Yes, took me several dozen papers, but I got it in the end. Well, at least you young people work fast. Alright, now's no time to slack off. We need to focus, or we might not make it in time. You're right. We should leave the other case to Sino. There's not much we can do from here anyway. Well, then let's get to it. Don't make me order you around like little kids. Oh, and Kaveh, you wanted a mechanism to simulate the parade, right? I finished it. Already? That's amazing. Humph, no more difficult than Haravatat's standard curriculum 100 years ago. Here, let me know if it works. Thank you so much, Madam Farazan. Aether, mind helping me test this out? I need to observe the carriage to make adjustments to the Candy Tower. Sure, just leave it to me. What? Oh. Okay, so this is like a minigame. Oh. I almost, got hit there because I wasn't, sure what button to press to move. Well, this is easy. So far, anyways. Is there a way to, like, speed up? Because I wouldn't mind speeding up at this point. You know, very easy so far. I'm even, like, getting distracted looking off to the side. Just because of how easy this is. Literally no challenge at all. I say that, but I'll probably end up getting hit in a really dumb way at some point. I saw the flowers all the way on the right first before I saw the ones in the middle a little bit ago. How do they expect you to get the flowers at the very end there? Oh, never mind. There was enough time. I wasn't sure. So you had 4 things of health, so it's not like you could really fail that very easily. Oh, not bad. Looks like a successful simulation. Thanks to you two, I already have a pretty good idea of how the tower should look. Alright, now it's time for the production phase. Go ahead and sketch out the design. We'll deal with the candy part. Where are Kale and Dea? They've been at Miss Dunyarzad's house for the past couple of days, working on the candy decorations. I'm sure they have it under control.
Wait, now that you mention it, why aren't we meeting in the city? Wouldn't that be more convenient?
Because we'd be right under the Dendro-Archon's nose, it would be too easy to run into her, like right now, because we just saw her walking by. Being further away from Sumeru City means our chances of getting caught are lower. The last thing we want is the Dendro-Archon to discover the surprise. Huh? What's going on here? I thought I just heard my name. Uh-huh, yeah. That's about the reaction I expected. Kaveh? Madam Farazan? You call this a design. What possessed you to use that kind of material for the roof? I... Play along. This design overturns centuries of Sumeru architectural tradition. The Dendro-Archon would be devastated if she saw it. Oh, yes, you're right. I mean, just look at the facade. Completely unacceptable. Haha. I'm sure you can come up with a new design in a few days, right? Of course. I'll get something to you first thing tomorrow. Oh, so it was a conversation about the architecture. I think innovation can be a good thing. Don't mind us, Archon. Kaveh is an intelligent young man. He just goes overboard sometimes. Really lets his imagination run wild. Don't worry, it's a simple fix. I see. Nothing to worry about. He'll revise his design right away. Alright, if you say so. Still, I'd be happy to take a look at the plans. I might be able to give some pointers. Oh, is this not a good time? Well, about that. They all look extremely uncomfortable. Are they afraid to show me their work? Or embarrassed to talk about the problem? The plans. Oh, I almost forgot. My friend has them. That guy always causes trouble. Ha 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 ha. I'll fetch them in a bit. They're definitely up to something. So Nahida doesn't know yet, but based on the way they're acting, she's probably going to find out very fast. Oh, Nilu. And Nilu isn't going to see Nahida, so she's probably going to blurt out something. Huh? Save us now. Okay, she did notice Nahida. Archon! Oh, Nilu. Did you need something? Yes, I've been looking for you for all over. The folks of the Zubair Theater had some questions about the program for the Sub-Zero's festival. Oh, then I'll head over right away. Thank you for coming all this way, Nilu. No, thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to pay us a visit. It's no trouble. I've had a lot of free time lately. I heard things were getting lively at Port Ormos, so I decided to come take a look. Well, I guess we should head back, Nilu. See you all some other time. Well, she did save us. Kind of. But I have a feeling that, Nahida is definitely going to figure something out.
That was too close.
Sorry for yelling just now, Kaveh. Don't worry, I have nothing but absolute confidence in your design. I don't make a habit of speaking like that to a capable junior. It's alright, I understand. Oh, Kaveh, by the way, oh good grief. Ahem. Hop to it, Kaveh. We need those plans. Do I really need to watch you do the revisions for this to get done? I'm going. Oh, I just want to say you can always come to me if you ever need guidance or help with anything. Don't worry, Archon. This is all under control. Take care, Archon.
Hyman's heart can't take much more of this.
Let's move our meeting spot to Pardis Di. I think that's how you say that. Just in case. Port Ormos was a good choice in terms of location, but we forgot to factor in the festivities. Blah. Should we go now? I think that's the best choice. Kaveh can focus on designing the Candy Tower. The rest of us will transport the materials. Don't worry, Kaveh. I'll support you no matter what design you come up with. Thanks. Madame Farazan said she doesn't normally yell at her juniors, but I feel like I just got a glimpse of a true senior researcher. Even though there's nothing senior about her appearance. Alright, it's decided. Let's meet tomorrow at Pardis Di. So, yeah, that's the second part of this quest finished. Let me just see something really fast. So, will one of these tell me... Yeah, so it's a total of 3 different parts for the story. Okay, cool. So I will fast forward time very fast. Oh, I'll talk to Kaveh first, though. And then probably others around here, too. Yeah, I can see Farazan right there. We were just acting, but now I can't stop thinking about all the changes I could make to the design. Maybe I need a break from the commission. Poor Kaveh, getting scolded by a senior like that. I should treat him to a nice meal next time. Anybody else around here? I don't think so. So yeah, let's wait until the following morning, and then if there's an immediate cutscene, then I'll watch it. Oh wait, there's Candice over there. I was gonna say if there's a cutscene, then right after that I'll move on to some of the side activities, but that'll have to wait. I hope the Dendra Archon didn't see through us just now. I wish we got a chance to ask her about the gem. Anybody else around here that I didn't notice before? No? Okay, let's now advance the time.
Time to meet up with everyone again. We need to go to Party's DI. Come on, let's go check out how the preparations are going.
Okay, so yeah, let's look at the side activities very fast. First thing first, Festive Fever, or Fervor. So I guess I'm going to be getting a copy of Candice, which is nice. But that'll have to wait until I actually get enough points to be able to claim her. Rocking Carriage. Masud, known as the Phantom Toy Master, is at the Sub-Zero's Festival recommending his new game to guests. Let's go to the quest. We're supposed to talk to him over there.
This wine tastes the same as
where is it located specifically? All the way on the other side. Why, my greetings to you, dear travelers from the far, and to your little friend. Have you been enjoying the Sub-Zero's Festival? If you're both interested, I, the Phantom Toy Master, shall be pleased to invite you to play a new game, The Rocking Carriage, a flower that blooms only during the festival. And what's that? Just hearing the name, Paimon's kinda imagining Nahida happily swaying from side to side in her carriage. Even I'm getting all gladsome over here. Just hearing you say that makes me want to watch Nahida do that too. Wonderful. All in Samara wish that the Dendra Archon shall be happy every day after all. That association makes you, that association you made, rather. What an excellent scene. One that deserves to be rendered upon a magnificent scroll, if I do say so myself. Still, the atmosphere of this game is a livelier thing. Rather than a celebration, it's best thought of as an adventure. Smart or not, nice or naughty, every child with a good heart will receive their own flower carriage during the Sub-Zero's festival celebrations. Riding in their carriage, the children shall embark on unique adventures, encountering and overcoming danger, and finding the greatest treasure, 1,000 blooming flowers. Paimon's both smart and nice. Trust me, we're danger-overcoming pros. Hee, that's right. And as for that treasure, it may as well be ours already. Good. In that case, play on. Play to your heart's content. So is this that same thing that it is, rather. So I already know how to play this. So gotta give it another try first. Fair enough. Rock to the rhythm of the carriage. Are there stages to it? Yeah, there's a total of 5 stages. So the first stage is called It's Adventure Time, Flower Carriage. At the beginning of the story of adventure, the flower carriage departs amidst the excitement and anticipation of the children. As the wheels slowly turn, the path is wide and flat, and obstacles appear, but now and again, serving as the first of trials on the road ahead. So let's start. So I wonder if, new mechanics will be added as I go along. Because, like I said before, it wasn't really all that hard at all. Maybe the speed will increase as I go along. I don't want it to become, super hard or anything. It just, last time it was really, really easy. And this time it's really not all that hard either. I mean, they give you some leeway when it comes to this too, as far as if you turn too soon, sometimes the pods don't hit you, right? Well, actually, I haven't had any of the pods hit me, but I've had my cart actually go through some of the pods partially, I think, the very first time I played, so it doesn't seem like there's any real danger to it. Is there enough time to collect them? Yep. Awesome. Very, very nice. I got the gold. So let's go ahead and claim the rewards for that. Cool. A dance of winding paths. As the journey continues, the winding road unfolds before your eyes. As the flower carriage weaves back and forth, the passengers sway with it, as though rocking to the musical rhythm, and the thrilling challenges cease to be nerve-wracking. Blah. Anyways, it looks like there's something new that's been added in this one. The flower carriage will automatically collect nearby flowers for a time after you collect a clustered blessing. Okay. So those might be needed to collect flowers that are, like, off directly to the right and left of you or something. There might be, like, moments like that, yeah. Makes sense. And you gotta avoid those things because they can cause issues. So it's still mostly the same, with just a couple of things added in. Oh wow, it collects them even from over there, huh? Interesting. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is actually kind of fun, even though it's so simple. I'm just surprised that it still kind of has like a lack of a proper challenge to it. Maybe it's just me though, I don't know. Whee! I didn't have to do what I just did, but I felt like it. So it's almost at the end again. And there we go. As long as you collect all the flowers, you get the most points you can possibly get, right? Each time. So, awesome. Magical treasure trove. The children have heard from adventurers that treasure is always protected by layers and layers of tough obstacles, and the 1,000 blooming flowers are no different. However, overcoming difficult trials makes the feeling of accomplishment upon obtaining the treasure all the more glorious. So it looks like they added a new symbol in, which it looks like a shield, and that shield symbol might be required to break through some pots or something. That's my guess. Just based off of, you know, the flowers you obtain will grant you bonus points for some time after obtaining the blooming boon. Oh. The flower carriage will become immune to negative effects of collisions with obstacles for some time after obtaining the buttressing blessing. Okay. So yeah, there might be moments where I need to use that. As long as I make sure to obtain all the positive stuff and avoid the negative stuff. And I will say that the speed is picking up. So it is getting a little bit more exciting. I was able to avoid all of those obstacles. I think that they expected you to get hit at that point. Very, very interesting. Awesome. Very, very nice. that one was definitely the most challenging so far. And I have to say, it was the funnest one so far too because of that. Perfect plan for procuring precious treasure. After experiencing all the trials along the way, the children have long since grown accustomed to all kinds of obstacles, as well as become ace drivers. Now they can plot an ingenious course through any obstacle sailing through to reach the final treasure. So I'm not really seeing anything new in the picture there. So maybe it's just going to be like a combination of everything before. In some stages, the flower carriage will continuously accelerate up to the top speed if it hits no obstacles for a while. Oh, so it'll get faster as time goes on. Okay then. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this, I suppose. Hopefully it doesn't get like too fast. Yeah, I can see the increase in speed already. I may end up needing the shield thing if it gets too fast. Whoa. So far, I've been doing pretty well. Whoa, I missed one. Darn it, that's the first time I've missed a flower. I turned too soon. Oh well. It's not like a major deal or anything. It's just one of those situations where you wish that it hadn't happened. I'm pretty sure that I'll still get enough points to claim everything anyways. Interesting. So the top speed isn't that fast overall. In my opinion, anyways. And here we go. Not bad for missing one. Good. So let's claim that prize. Or those 3 prizes, rather. Awesome. A gorgeous, lovely, endless journey. After returning with the ultimate treasure of 1,000 blooming flowers, the children often continue the adventure in their dreams. The flower carriage is every bit as magnificent in Dreamland, and the road ahead stretches on endlessly. The destination matters not, as all they need to do is enjoy the pleasure of riding along on the flower carriage. So, I'm not sure what it means by endlessly. The stage, A Gorgeous, Lovely, Endless Journey, is an endless cyclical stage. The flower carriage will keep proceeding onward, facing speedier, tougher challenges. You can end the challenge whenever you wish. So it'll just keep going. Forever. Non-stop. Well, for the next 6 minutes. Can I last for a whole 6 minutes? That is the question. Go. So, thank you very much. I only needed 4,000 points. Wow. I got more than 3 times that amount. Cool. So let's claim some stuff right here. Very nice. Not much more to go on all that. I still need 290 more to be able to claim a copy of Candies. So let's go ahead and move on to the next event. Interreflection of reality and dreams. Mapping dreams and reality. A certain Amerta researcher is looking for volunteers for her psychotherapy experiment. Okay. So I'm supposed to go somewhere near here? Yeah. Excuse me, are you Aether by any chance? That's me. What can I do for you? Ah, good. Good thing I didn't get the wrong person. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Dharma Kurti, a duster from Amerta. We've heard of you, of course, but in truth, we don't know much about you. But we've been doing research on dreamscapes lately, and the Dendra Archon informed us that you were the most cool-headed person she's ever seen when distinguishing dreams from reality. Ah, she flatters me. Nay, don't be so modest. Anyway, that's precisely what our project is about. And our data indicates that people struggle to consciously wake up after falling asleep. We intend to utilize the psychological influence that dreams have on people to help regulate various psychological disorders. Specifically, we will use targeted environmental hints and guidance based on each patient's individual situation to create a suitable dreamscape for them. The technology to enter shared dreamscapes is still rather new, and advancements are mainly thanks to the many improvements made by the Dendra Archon. Simply put, our goal is to address patients' psychological problems by adjusting their cognitive states within dreamscapes. That seems complicated. Right, sorry. Couldn't help rambling on about our project a bit. It is quite complicated, yes. Simply put, we're conducting medical research on the psychological effects of dreams, but we've gotten a bit stuck when it comes to practical implementation. And so you need my help. How are we calculating my payment? Got it in one go. Heh, this is embarrassing. None of our project members have any experience maintaining awareness within a dreamscape, so that left us all feeling really depressed. But now that we know people like you exist, hope has been rekindled. We also have our Archon to thank for this. Had she not heard our report and suggested we discuss things with you, I am afraid our project would have had to be abandoned, never to be completed. I have faith that if this psychotherapy is popularized, then we'll be able to significantly reduce the rate of mental disorders in the academia's annual statistics. So, from what you just said before, I can assume you're willing to help? Sure thing. Great, I'll organize the patient files right away. Come find me whenever you're free. The experimental process works like this. You just need to relax and enter the dreamscape together with the patient. That's half the battle. Next, when you're inside the dreamscape, you just need to follow the instructions given in the file to find the anomalous aspects related to the patient in question. Correct them, leave the dream, and that's that. We've also prepared emergency measures to get you out of the dreamscape if needed. The safety of our volunteers and patients is far more important than the success of any experiment. Every patient has unique circumstances and must be handled carefully. Well then, come find me whenever you're free. Understood. Thanks for your generosity. See you later. So, are these like domains where you fight or something? During the interflection of reality and dreams game mode, you have to enter the unique dreamscapes of patients, find the anomalies in said dreams, and correct them to assist the patients with their mental well-being. You will find specific items in their dreamscapes based on their descriptions. Use the special skill Catch and Correct on them to deal with the corresponding anomalies. Okay. You can speak to the patients in their dreamscapes to learn what ails them in more detail. At the same time, if you did not find any anomalies within a certain time, the patients will give you subconscious hints. Okay. This sounds very interesting. Thanks for your assistance. This clinical trial is of great importance, so let me know once you're ready. I'm ready. So there's a total of 5 of them. Tipsy Topsy Turvy. The more I look at this tavern, the stranger it seems. It looks like the chairs and ornaments are a bit different from normal. Like they're upside down. Collingwood, who struggles to stop drinking liquor, is often troubled by strange dreams, in which many common items are upside down. Find the upside down items and write them, and perhaps he'll improve. Oh yeah. Sounds like a simple enough concept. I hope that this is fun. I mean, it seems very interesting, based on, like, the description of what we're supposed to be doing and stuff, so let's talk to him very fast. Hey there, are you the one who's assisting me with the dreamscape therapy? To be honest, I don't know what my dream's going to be about. I'm from Mondstadt, and I don't really have any hobbies, except drinking. And I'm the type to mess up sometimes when I get sloshed, so I'm counting on you. Okay, so we're in the dream, and we need to find the stuff. Obviously, this is one of the things, right? How do I... Oh, there. That's one. Is there something over here? I'm not noticing anything else so far. Let's see. I'm kind of looking at, like, the chairs and tables and stuff, but I'm not seeing anything really particular. Oh, wait. There's a chair. Anything up here? This thing right here. Ah, that's much easier on the eyes, but there's still a few that are upside down. Yep, that's something. There's another one. What's this? Oh, never mind. Anything over here? Oh, the chair right there. Anything else? I'm not really noticing anything else. There's supposedly one more thing in here somewhere. Oh, the chair right here. Well, that's more like it. Sure was a mess, but at least it's better now. Ha! What would the angel's share be without me? So, let's collect our rewards. Interesting. So all I have to do is correct the anomalies to claim the prizes. That's easy enough. Begone, demons! Oh, demons, great divine beings, and honored adepti, please shower us with your mercy. Do not hide in objects floating to and fro. Please show yourselves before I die of fright. Yu Guang, a guard for hire, often feels that there are monsters lurking in the objects around. He cannot rest easy. Find these strange floating objects, and perhaps their subconscious anxiety and fear will be put to rest. So let's start. Talk to her. It's a pleasure to meet you. We're about to enter a dreamscape together, I believe. I'm Yu Guang, a guard from Liyue. I touched something unclean while at work recently, and I haven't had a good night's sleep since. That's why I sought help. If I can dispel my nightmares through this dreamscape therapy, that would truly be amazing. Well done. Find and correct the anomalies within the dreams. So I've just got to find the floating objects, right? Like this right here. Go ahead and do that. Let's talk to her again very fast. I don't know if I ever did that with the other one. A demon's great divine beings and honor adepti. Yeah, she's just repeating what it said in the little description thingy. Another floating object. Easy enough. And see another one over here. Anything up here? Yep. Floating object right there. The number of demons hiding has plummeted. However, I can still feel a sinister presence. There must be something. I wish the text didn't go by so fast, but hey, what can you do, you know? So I need two more. Just two more. Just one more now. Anything really obvious that sticks out when you look out this way? Not from what I can tell at the moment. You probably can't go too far away from this area either. It'll probably warn you if you go too far out of the way. Let me see. Oh, there we go. This must be a blessing from some illuminated being. Thank you all for having mercy on a lowly guard such as myself. I'll be leaving for my next job now. Cool. Very weird, but cool. Hidden dangerous materials. Where are all our Inazuma yokai hiding? Come on out. Show your faces. The light novel author Higuchi Tetsuya is looking for inspiration and hopes to meet yokai face to face and get a good look at them. Finding the yokai wearing unusual masks may be enough to satisfy his subconscious desire. So you gotta look for people with masks. That sounds easy enough. Nice to meet you. Higuchi Tetsuya is the name, a yokai novel writer from Inazuma. I've been under lots of pressure lately, so I'll try anything. Do whatever it takes to get back on my feet. By the way, my dreamscape might have a rather personalized look, considering that it's a world of my making, with all the issues that entails. Apologies in advance for any strange things you might see. Okay. Looks normal so far, from what I can tell. So here is one yokai person right here. Oh, I was pressing the wrong button. Neither of them have masks. Let's continue this way very fast. Oh, there's a yokai in the water. This is weird. Anything up this way, I guess? Oh, I'm approaching the boundary. I don't want to leave it. Another yokai. Any on the roofs? There might be some on the roofs. Probably a good idea to climb up on one of these just to make sure. So far I'm not seeing any. I do see one in this bush over here, though. Well, it's not really in the bush, but... Haha, the yokai hiding in the corners have come out. But, is this really all of them? Something, something. Is there one under this bridge? No, there was one sitting above it, though, before. Okay. I'm expecting one of the yokai to be talking with another yokai, but... Not yokai, I mean... Talking with one of the people, but so far that hasn't happened. Huh, where are Inazuma and yokai hiding? Oh, it's starting to give me hints now. By, lighting them up. Because I've taken too long. Okay, there should be two more somewhere around here. There's Higuchi. Thankfully, you can't exit the area. That's good. That's good to know. I thought maybe you could accidentally exit and then it would automatically cancel things. Don't try to hide by pretending to be people. Blah, blah, blah. So there's one last one somewhere around here. But I'm not entirely sure where. It's actually kind of hidden, isn't it? Then again, I didn't really go all the way behind some of these houses. Oh, all the way over that way. How did I miss this person? Found them. I've got it now. Quick, give me a pen. It's time to write. Whoops. Oh, no, I didn't mean to select try again. Thankfully, I was able to actually cancel it. So that way I didn't have to do it all over again. Because I was worried that, like, it would actually force me to do it all over again to be able to claim the prize. Anyways, settled, stable, and safe. Why I never. Each piece of lab equipment is more disobedient than the last. Hey, I don't care how much energy you have. Stop messing around and behave yourselves. In the dreams of the researcher Nitesh, his lab equipment tends to move around on its own, disrupting all his plans. Finding the most mischievous of his instruments may quiet the troubles in his mind. Let's go ahead and start that. Ah, so the qualified volunteer for the Dreamscape experiments is one so young. My, aren't young people impressive nowadays? Call me Nitesh. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. I am a traveling spontamod researcher, or scholar, presently working long-term in Fontaine. We older folks tend to come by all manner of problems more easily. I'm counting on you to help me get to the heart of things, youngster. So I just need to collect the stuff that's moving around. Okay. Got you. And you. Was this another one? No? Yeah. There's another one over here somewhere. It might have been these books, or it might have been... Oh, it's this little chair right here. Yes, yes, yes. This is far neater. But there were a few more pieces of unruly something or others. Oh. Where'd that book go? I just saw it floating there. Chair right here. So they are actively moving around. They're not just, like, floating in one spot or whatever once they've moved. Where are they? They're not out here, right? No, I can't go out there. And there's 3 more left. It was a little bit crazy. Why can't I see them? Oh. Oh my goodness. It actually laid down like that afterward? That's a little bit annoying. I thought it would have stayed floating up like the other things had been doing. Anything over here? No. Too bad you can't really spam that ability to search. It would make things a lot easier. And here's another. I think that this is, yeah, this is a vending machine for that, drink or whatever that's popular in Fontaine. Is this Fontaine? This might be Fontaine. Anyways, nothing there. Oh, it's all the way over there. Okay, it's some floating books. Yeah, this one isn't as exciting as the flower carriage one. Like, the flower carriage one was getting really exciting towards the end, but, yeah. Aha, it's finally spick and span, and everything is in place. All nice and tidy. Ah, I feel good just looking at it. So, let's claim that prize. Very nice. Symmetry of Divinity and Harmony. I can't take it anymore. Why didn't you follow the design? Street lamps, floor lamps, chairs. Nothing here even spares the slightest inkling of thoughts for symmetry. The architect Piyush's extremely exacting requirements are for symmetrical aesthetics have grown into a deep source of anxiety, heavily influencing his subconscious. Find the objects in the dreamscape that don't match the principles of symmetry, and help ease his anxiety. Okay. So, you're the fine friend that Dharma Kurtis introduced. Piyush, pleased to meet you. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. I work in architecture. I've heard Kaveh mention your name before, but I haven't had the chance to say hello yet. So, this is a happy coincidence. I'm guessing I'll dream about a project I just submitted. It was an absolute nightmare. It's just a shame we have to first meet in such a formal fashion. Oh well. Okay, so I've got to find the stuff that's not quite right. And right off the bat, right here, that was pretty obvious. Any flowers or potted plants that don't seem right? Another lamp right there. So far, it's all been fairly obvious. Anything over here that seems off? I actually can't tell. Getting all the way up there doesn't seem really possible. Let's go over here instead. A chair. Excellent. The whole space looks far more harmonious now. A few more adjustments and it'll finally be perfect. I could actually read that one. Oh. Wait, that's not off? Huh. Weird. I thought for sure that would be off. Anything, out of place down there? I can't take it anymore. Why didn't you follow the design? Oh, I guess this lamp is off. Yeah. Guess I wasn't supposed to, the lamps weren't supposed to be there, right? So this lamp is obviously out of place too then. can I go up here? Oh, I can. To a certain extent. But I don't think I'm actually supposed to be up here. Anything particularly obvious? Yeah, right over there. I was already heading towards it. So... this down here, maybe. Maybe? No? I don't know. Oh, all the way up there. I guess I either didn't realize I could go up here, or... yeah, I guess I just didn't realize I could go up there. So that was the final one of these. Yes. This represents the symmetry of divinity and harmony. Such wondrous symmetry. The construction is most perfect. I can finally rest easy. So let me go ahead and claim my prize. Thank you very much. And leave the challenge. So I'm glad to be done with that. So first things first, let's claim some stuff here. There we go. Getting closer and closer to being able to claim all that stuff. That one is completely done. Next one up is Shadow of the Knight's Blade. Vihar and the researcher Safi are currently preparing for a special event that will tell the tale of the unknown battles of the Night of Flowers. So if this is one of those domain, like, challenge things where you, like, go into a domain and fight a bunch of monsters, I'll probably do one of them on camera and then the rest of them off camera, but we'll see. So, talk to the two people in trouble. So, where are they at? Just right over here. Yeah, it's definitely looking like it's going to be a domain. The color and intensity of the lighting are perfectly calibrated, and the special effects are simply spectacular. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to name this Effectian perfection. Amazing, Safi. It's all thanks to you that we were able to see the Night of Flowers in all his glory, just like in the legends. Oh, pish-posh. I can't take all the credit myself now, can I? Just think of all the work you did. It was far more exhausting than the papers I pushed around. The most important thing now is the candidate we choose to play the Night of Flowers. The performer must possess extraordinary skill with an aura that can compare to the legendary Ferris himself. Those requirements do seem to be a bit steep, don't they? Hey there, what you talking about? Seems like you've got a problem. Lighting? Special effects? Are you guys worried about putting on a show? They have appeared! The one and only, the illustrious hero, without equal, the supreme candidate to play the Night of Flowers. No, what I should say is that you yourself fully deserve the title Night of Flowers. No asterisks attached. Yikes, this one is an exciting scholar. His eyes light up the second he saw you, Aether, or lit up the second he saw you. Oh my, that's a little much. Music to my ears. Keep the compliments coming, would you? Nah, I'll select the top option. Ahem. It is an honor to see you once more, Mr. Aether. This is a folklorist from Vahumana, Safi. He's been taking advantage of the Sub-Zero's festival fever to plan a film based on various historical documents and folklore, using the latest Fontanian technology. The film focuses on the unknown battles of the Night of Flowers. It revolves around how the night descended into mysterious and profoundly perilous places on the Dendro Archon's behalf, slaying many evils. Just hold it right there. Paimon can guess where this is going. You don't have any actors who can fight, so you can't shoot the fight scenes. Strictly speaking, whether acting in regular scenes or fight scenes, there is no performer more suitable than Mr. Aether. Should you be willing to perform, this film will surely become the single greatest cinematographic work regarding the Night of Flowers, and will earn substantial revenue from its theater run. I had a hard time saying that. Naturally, both of you will be adequately compensated. With Aether's looks, he deserves to be a star. Since this Sub-Zero's festival is quite a vacation for us, we aren't that busy. We should have time to help shoot a few scenes. What do you think, Aether? I'm no actor, but I'm the best at kicking butt. Fight scenes are really easy. I can give the other scenes a shot, too. That you are willing to join our project is truly amazing. Words cannot express how grateful we are to you. However, the fight scenes are filmed independently from the rest, and we will need to schedule those separately. Once we're ready, I'll have to call you back in again. Time waits for no one. If you're ready, Mr. Aether, shall we begin immediately? Alrighty, it's acting time. For Aether's future as a movie star, and for the Knight of Flowers' heroic legend. There might be some story attached to this, huh? During Shadow of the Knight's Blade, defeat as many enemies as possible within the time limit to obtain the highest score, yeah. Defeat opponents or use specific showstopper moves to accumulate scenic performance. Once you gain a certain amount of scenic performance, you increase your performance level, granting you more powerful buffs. Honorable Knight of Flowers, may we be of service. All you need to do for each fight scene is follow the basic theme of each scene, as the actual moves will be undertaken by a professional such as yourself. You needn't follow our original ideas. Then I'll be happy to shoot some more. Haha, please feel free to show off your incredible talent to its fullest. The cameras hidden around the venue will capture your majestic, valiant form. Our set designs draw inspiration from the dangerous domains and adventure legends. Who knows, it may even inspire you in combat. Okay, so there's a total of 5 of them. And it has a scoring system too. Okay, so what's the 5,000 for each of them? Something tells me that 5,000 is going to be a little bit difficult to get. Swordsmanship, simple and solid. Legends say the Knights of Flowers drilled the basics every day, familiarizing himself with the properties of every element. If one hones simple technique to perfection, any enemy can be dealt with, no matter how tricky. So let's go ahead and just choose our normal party for this. I'm not really sure if, yeah, I don't think that there's anything here I have to worry about, so let's start. Showstopper move. When the character triggers the vaporized reaction on opponents, they will gain an additional scenic performance, to which, okay. Yeah, I didn't really think about that stuff when I started this, but it's fine.
Solidify! This is order!
Do that, and then get rid of these guys as quickly as possible. Okay, good. That worked. Okay.
Let's get down to business.
Let's go ahead and do that to kind of keep them gathered in the same general area. And that will kind of keep them there. What the? That was weird.
My apologies.
I have a feeling that this guy will give me a lot of points. Yeah, he gave me... Well, I think he gave me more than 600 points. I could be wrong about that. That guy gave me 100.
Order guide you.
Saurians, huh?
Gather.
Allow me. Sakura swirl.
Okay. So far, this hasn't been too hard. It's just that I know I'm not gonna get the full points. Let's get rid of at least one of these little guys. Darn it. Get rid of you. You know what? Do that too. There. So at least I got silver, right? I don't know if you need all of these festive fervors, you know, these points to be able to claim everything. I hope you don't, because otherwise I may have to come back to this and try to get up to 5,000. But I only got 2,300 there, so I don't know. Yeah, not too encouraging. And I think I'll continue with these. Will, tough as rock. Technique is not the only critical skill, so too is a fighting will. In many stories, the Knight of Flowers stands alone against vast hordes of foes, yet maintains a perfectly impenetrable defense, holding out with determination until victory is achieved. So let's go ahead and start this. Darn. I wonder how much points those guys would have given. Probably a decent amount. Doesn't really matter though. I'll continue on. And I know I said that I would do these off camera if they were domain fights or whatever, but they're not lasting as long as I expected them to, so I figured why not, right? Anyways, tension beautiful to bursting. You must master the tenacity of the wild grass that grows and the vines that climb, as well as the strength and stability of stone, with both pliability and power. In some works, when faced with powerful adaptable foes, the Knight of Flowers would make use of flexible and magnificent strategies to crack their defenses open before delivering a formidable dead-on blow. There we go.
Time for takeoff. Yahoo! Brace
About
yourselves.
around 3,000 points, right?
My apologies. Yeah.
Thereabouts. Not terribly surprising at all. Go ahead and claim those two. So from the looks of things, I'm going to be missing 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So yeah, a total of 100 of the Festive Fervor. So hopefully that's not a big deal. Passion, blazing as a bonfire. The combination of greenery and the light of flames often strongly reminds people of incredibly strong vitality. In many fairy tales, such descriptions are used to describe the passion of the Knight of Flowers in pursuing his enemies, and through the liberal usage of pyro in battle was this burning passion manifested to its fullest. 2,400 points, that's really all that I needed. And then it reset back to this guy, okay. Nice. Okay, there we go. Swift shadows, splendid as flowers. Just as flowers bloom across the land in fairy tales, the Knight of Flowers traverses all of Sumeru, swiftly cleansing the land of monsters and the wicked. Inspired by such tales, many a child resolved to follow the knight's footsteps.
Order guide you.
This might defeat both of those, yeah. 3,200. That was the final one of those, so I think that's all of the side activities out of the way. Hopefully I got enough of the points to be able to claim everything. So there wasn't really any story, like additional story involved with that, like I thought that there might be, but that's fine. And there was definitely enough points to be able to claim everything, which I appreciate. There we go. And now, the only thing that's left is the story, right? Give her memories. When she thinks back on all of her birthdays, will this be the most unforgettable? Let's go to Quest, go to Partis DI. So yeah, we're going to continue this. I'm going to try to finish this in this video.
Maybe she overslept.
I don't know. That has never happened before. Did anyone see her on the way here?
We're here! What's got you all looking so worried?
I think they're worried about Farazan. Oh, Miss Nilu. Miss Nilu isn't here yet. I meant to say Nilu is who they were.
Late.
I meant to say that Nilu was the one who they were worried about. Blah. That's not like her. She's come early every other time we've met. Besides, Sino went to the Grand Bazaar to meet up with her before the meeting.
But I was told she had left first thing this morning.
And now Sino's here, but Nilu's still nowhere to be found.
That's exactly why we're worried. Any progress with the robbery case?
We interrogated the people in charge of the caravan on the day of the incident. But they were technically the victims of the case. And all their goods were lost, so there was no evidence to investigate. Their goods are certainly suspicious. But until we recover them, all we can do is to observe the caravan under the guise of protection. We contacted the original seller of the gem. Apparently, he sold the other half to a young man in the desert, but that's all he could tell us.
So, to summarize, the location of the hazardous materials and the second gem are a complete mystery, and now Nilou is missing as well.
Wait, you think Nilou's disappearance is connected to all this?
We're still not sure if the three events are connected, but if they are, it would probably have something to do with Nilou's dance's sub-Sarah's. The dance is a key part of the festival. If someone was trying to sabotage the celebrations, Nilou would be a natural target.
Traveler, Candice, there's no time to waste. Let's try to follow her trail. Tainari, can you stay back and explain the situation to everyone when they arrive?
Of course, it's still possible Nilou was simply held up by something urgent. I'll wait here. Okay. Give her memories has started and we're gonna have to follow somebody? No?
Let's start with the Grand Bazaar. We should ask around for clues.
Okay. You should go, I'll wait here. So now I've got to teleport over there, right?
Mr. Zubair!
Oh, hello. Did you need something?
We're looking for Nilou. Do you know where she is?
Nilou. She left bright and early this morning. Said she had to help out a friend.
Was she by herself? And did you happen to see which gate she used to leave the city?
Well, she definitely left alone. As for the direction, I think she left through the gate to the north.
Okay.
So, the complete opposite direction of Pardis Di.
Did something happen? This is no time for practical jokes, you know.
Mr. Zubair, could you send word to Pardis Di if Nilou comes back to the Grand Bazaar?
Of course. I'm sure she just got caught up in something. Still, let me know if you find her.
We will. All right. Let's leave through the north gate and see what we can find.
Okay. I wonder if actually letting him know afterwards is a real option.
Be on your way now. Don't waste any more time.
Sometimes that kind of thing is an actual option in these events. So yeah, we can go over there.
Miss Navita, have you seen Nilou this morning?
Nilou? Oh yes, I saw her head out of the city. She was wearing the prettiest outfit.
Which way did she go?
That way, I believe.
Was there anyone following her? Did everything look okay?
I mean, it looked like she was in a good mood. She even stopped to say hello. And no, I didn't see anyone else.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. So we just got to continue in the direction that we just came from, right? Yeah, right over here.
Excuse me. Have any of you seen Miss Nilou from Zubair Theater come this way?
Yes, General. I saw Miss Nilou cross the bridge after leaving the city this morning. There was a man waiting for her on the other side.
Really?
Wait, could that be the person who bought the second gem?
Did you see the man's face?
Unfortunately, no. He was too far away.
Understood. If she comes back this way, tell her to find me at Pardis Di.
Yes, General.
Let's keep going.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming nothing bad happened to her, right? I'm sure she can handle herself in a fight, but still.
The trail ends here. There's no one else we can ask for clues.
There are intersecting sets of footprints on the ground. We could try tracking some of them.
With this many traces, it's easy to get mixed up. Let me take a closer look.
Wait, that figure, it's... Excuse me for a moment, you two. An Aranara, huh?
Sure. We'll continue analyzing the footprints over here.
Tell us right away if you find anything. Let's talk to them again very fast. Judging by the traces, they must have turned left.
It's easy to get mixed up with this many footprints. We need to be thorough.
Okay. Let's go talk to the Aranara.
Arasaka, it's you!
Oh, Arasaka. One we've met before, I guess. Eek! It's the nice golden Nara. Arasaka must hide.
Why would you need to hide? We're friends, aren't we?
Friends? Arasaka is friends with the golden Nara, but Arapas said Arasaka can't talk to too many people right now.
Oh, why?
He thinks Arasaka will let everything slip by accident. What's that? Eek! Arasaka shouldn't have said any more.
Let things slip, huh?
I shouldn't say anymore.
Okay, we just have one question. Did you see a girl walk by?
A Nara with red hair. A Nara like a beautiful flower. A red Nara who's pretty like a Patisara. Yes. Arasaka saw that Nara.
Really? Which way did she go?
She went towards a messy pile of rocks with another Nara, but Arasaka doesn't know them.
A messy pile of rocks?
Probably the ruins near the fane of Ashvada.
Oh, that makes sense. Thank you, Arasaka.
Arasaka is happy to help kind Golden Nara. Kind Golden Nara has helped Arasaka in the past.
Arasaka, about the other thing you mentioned.
Eek! Arasaka doesn't know anything. Arasaka won't say anything else.
Well, guess that ends this conversation. Well, let's tell Sino and Candice what we learned.
Okay. So... There is a thing right up here that I want to get very fast. Yeah. Grab that. Now go back down to where they are.
The Fane of Ashwata?
The footprints lead in that direction as well.
Where did you get this information?
Well, we were tipped off by some friends. We can vouch for the information.
All right. I trust you.
Let's go after them. Hopefully...
Another vision?
Yes, but this time I only heard faint voices. What did they say? It sounded like two people having a conversation. There was someone asking, will she find out? And something about following the tracks.
Was Nilu one of the voices?
I couldn't tell. The voices were too muffled.
Let's head towards the ruins for now. The vision could mean we're on the right track.
Okay. So, how far away is it? Decently far.
We should be getting close.
This area is usually full of treasure hoarders. Nilu could be in danger.
Look over there. Oh, there she is.
It's Nilu! Hey!
I don't think she can hear us. We're too far away.
Come on, let's go!
Okay. Guess we're gonna have to hunt her down. Wow, can't believe we've walked this far already. We should be getting close, right? Wait a second, that cloak. What is that?
Nilu!
Huh?
Nilu! We knew there'd be a bad guy with you! Leave her alone, you... Huh?
Oh, it's Sethos. By bad guy, do you mean me?
What are you doing here?
Am I not supposed to be here? What are you guys doing here?
Can't we stick to one question at a time? Oh, wait, that one doesn't count.
What dreadful cacophony!
Oh.
Are we not allowed a quiet place to practice?
Sarush is actually voiced. That's a little bit of a surprise.
Sarush!
So, good to see you again.
Ah, Pale Floater. And my Yasnapati!
You know this red floating being?
Excuse you. I, Sorush, am a noble Pari, and the Bloom Guard of Quarina.
Quarina? Wow.
Sarush is a Pari we met in the Vorukasha Oasis. She's really nice. You just have to get used to the way she talks.
Mr. Sethos, that item on your person. Oh, you mean this cracked wedget eye? So that's what it is, okay.
So you were the one who bought the other gem.
A Weejat eye.
Weejat.
Pari. Sounds like something I've read about before.
Then you can probably guess what really happened.
Now's not the time for riddles. Everyone in the city is still worried about Nilu.
Worried about me, but I left a message for everyone.
Message? What message?
We never received anything like that.
Don't tell me Rashnu fell asleep halfway there. Again?
Oh, hearing that name, this is all starting to check out.
Who's Rashnu?
The Pari that was supposed to pass on my message. She did look really tired earlier.
Hold on, let's take this one thing at a time. First, what are you guys doing here?
I vaguely recall that party. You know, Rashnu. Anyways, it's been a while since I did that quest line. Well, that explains. That explanation starts with the first time I met Sarush. Okay, a little bit of background story we're getting here, I guess.
Sarush, they're here.
Oh, their voice too.
I've had enough of these insufferable rascals, wreaking havoc in the desert right and left. Wake up, Rashnu! We need to teach them a lesson or we'll never get another good night's sleep.
I'll trap them with my thorns when they pass by, and you can take care of the rest.
Perfect! They don't stand a chance. Let's give them a taste of sheer terror!
Okay.
What in the thorns?
So they're the ones who attacked the. Yeah, they're the ones who attacked the wagon, the caravan.
Now!
I had a little bit of a feeling when the guy. Oh, and they're the ones who. Yeah, this is the rockets or bombs or whatever that they were talking about. The Nerota fruits.
Behold my might!
So, if we're even doing it, that's kind of messed
Careful,
up.
Sarush. Don't get too...
Blue bombs! There are bombs falling from the sky!
We.
Ah!
Stop.
That's pretty messed up.
Perish, you scoundrels!
They've probably had enough, don't you think?
Who might you be?
The name's Sethos. I was out for a walk when I heard the commotion, so I came to check it out. Since you already destroyed their goods, I'd say you can stop here. These kinds of situations can easily get out of hand.
Brazen youth! Have you any idea to whom you speak?
The Bloom Guard, Sarish, renowned among the party. All children of the desert know your name.
So you're not entirely ignorant after all. Fine, I'm willing to call it a day. But if those scoundrels continue to disrupt the peace of this land, I will show no mercy.
Now I think about it, was Sarush part of like a timed event? Was like that whole quest line with Sarush part of a timed event? I can't really remember now. I think it might have been though. And if it was, then that means that I would have been very confused right now if I never did that. The two of us really hit it off after that, so I became her guide in Sumeru City.
You really can get along with anyone, huh?
Sethos fulfilled his duty well. I have come here for a monumental task.
What task?
I heard Lesser Lord Kusanali is currently celebrating her birthday in the city. As her familiars, the party have decided to bestow upon her a special gift. As decided by Elder Zervin, the Bloomguard of the party, that would be me, will present the Dance of Sebzerus to Lesser Lord Kusanali, a tradition passed down over the centuries.
I told Sarish the dancer was already decided, but she insisted on meeting Nilu in person.
Good thing I did. How was I to know the current version is nothing like the original?
Well, there are bound to be changes over the centuries.
I was so excited to see the original version, I begged Miss Sarush to teach me. It's such a rare opportunity. If I present this special version at the Sabzerus Festival, I'm sure the Dendro Archon will love it. And all the spectators, too.
I appreciated young Nilu's determination, so I invited her here to practice in peace.
Oh, so that's what happened. Feels like we've been chasing bad guys for days, but in the end, there were no bad guys at all. It was all for the heated surprise.
Hold on, don't forget about the guys with the fireworks. You still haven't figured out what they were up to. Wreaking havoc in the desert, trying to turn a profit by illegally excavating ruins and tombs. That's my guess.
That would explain why they chose a remote path away from Aru village. They're lucky you didn't catch them in the act.
Huh, a few moments with me, and they'd be begging for their days of baking in the hot sun.
Okay, remind Paimon not to get on Candace's bad side.
By the way, Miss Candice, I noticed you're carrying the other half of the Ouija eye.
Oh yeah! What exactly is this thing?
It was a gift from King Deshret to Lesser Lord Kusanali.
It probably belonged to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, actually. But given what happened to Irminsul... that's right. So you've read that legend too.
I only know the basics. I never thought these two gems could be connected to the relic from the legend.
I only bought the gem because it seemed like there was something special about it. Legend didn't come into play until I checked certain texts back at the Temple of Silence. Legend has it that King Deshret and the Goddess of Flowers, Lady Malikata, both prepared surprise gifts for Lesser Lord Kusanali during the first Sub-Zera's festival. They scattered candy along a path to lead her towards the site of the banquet. Eventually, she arrived at a lake where she heard the sound of music. Lord Al-Amar was plucking the strings of an instrument while Lady Malikata performed a beautiful dance. Together, the two extended their heartfelt wishes to their dear friend, and each bestowed upon her a precious gift. Lady Malikata gave her the Kavrena, I don't know how to say that, Sarush said it properly earlier, to protect the rainforest, and Lord Al-Amar gave her the Ouija eye to record the moments they shared together.
But the Ouija eye was lost after the cataclysm in Conria, buried deep beneath the sands.
And Lesser Lord Kusanali turned the Quarina into a divine bird, tasked with guarding the border between new birth and death, until the bird shattered into pieces and gave rise to the Pari.
Quarina, is that how she said that?
So Candice actually saw things recorded by the Ouija eye!
I was definitely surprised it still has the power to record events after all this time. Its power seems to only resonate with the people of Al-Amar, also known as the descendants of King Deshret. Despite the damage, it still holds many secrets, many scenes from the past. The faint voices I heard earlier, could it actually have been Al-Amar and the Goddess of Flowers? What do you plan to do with the two pieces of the eye? If you don't mind, I'd like to place them under the custody of the Temple of Silence. I agree with that decision.
Technically, the eye belongs to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Why don't you just give it back?
I'm not sure that would be wise. Even if she remembers the story, I fear all that remains in this fragmented piece of memory is grief. A record of sad memories. As Nahida's friend, I don't want her to feel sad on her birthday.
I don't fully understand your reasoning, but if this is the decision of the group, as well as my Yasnapati, then I shall object no further. Well, are you going to let me teach the girl the dance of Sub-Zeros, or do you intend to drag this on incessantly?
She's got a point. Now that we know it was all a false alarm, let's go back and tell everyone what happened. They're probably worried.
I'll tell the other Matra to keep an eye out for that caravan. If we find evidence of any misconduct, we won't let them off lightly.
Guess I'll stay here then. There's a bunch of monsters nearby, so it's always good to have someone stand guard. Sorry to make you worry, everyone. I'll head back and help once I'm done learning this dance.
Focus! No more distractions! Now, follow along!
Yes, Master Sarush. Let's talk to them.
Watch closely. 1 and 2 and...
1 and 2 end. You all go ahead. I'll stay here. Okay. So now it's back to Pardistii. Been a while since I've seen Dunyarzad. You're finally back. I was so worried. I was this close to sending some mercs after you. Nothing bad happened, right?
Nope, it was all just a misunderstanding.
That's a relief. I'm glad it's all taken care of.
How are the preparations going?
Well, Kave's diagram is done. It looked like he pulled an all-nighter to finish it, so he went home to sleep. We built the frame of the tower while you were gone.
I think I'll check it over later, though. We were so worried about you all. It was kind of hard to focus.
In any case, there's not much left to do. If we all work together, we'll be done in no time.
Great! We don't have to worry about missing the parade!
Speaking of the parade, could I ask you for a favor, Aether? Sure, as long as it's something I can do. Yeah, anytime. The Academia wants the representatives from each Darshan to nominate someone to serve as the Knight of Flowers for the parade. After some discussion, we all agreed you would be the best person for the job. What do you think? It would be my honor. Great. You're the hero of Sumeru and a personal friend of the Dendro Archon. We all thought you would be the best candidate. Make sure you knock it out of the park. Hey, don't stress him out. Wait, aren't you also in the parade this time, Candice? You're playing the tambour, right? Yes, I'm providing the background music for Miss Nilu's dance.
Whoa, Paimon's never heard you play music before!
Heh, if you like it, you're welcome in Aru Village anytime. I'm more than happy to lull you to sleep. You can count on it. Looking forward to it.
Actually, I have a favor to ask as well. These are the decorations for the flower carriage. Could you bring them to the sanctuary of Surasthana and hang them on the carriage?
Okay.
It would mean a lot to have the Knight of Flowers personally decorated.
My pleasure.
You can count on us!
Okay. Everyone splits up the remaining tasks. The anticipation for the festival makes for quick work. Before you know it, the sun is set and everyone breaks for the night.
We're done. Now we just have to go to the sanctuary of Surasthana and hang the decorations on the flower carriage. Huh. Wonder what the sanctuary looks like the night before the festival. Let's go check it out.
Decorate the flower carriage. Neat.
That should be good. All we need to do now is wait for the parade tomorrow.
Okay then. Let's go ahead and tell it to wait. All the preparations are done. Wait until the start of the parade tomorrow. Wait until tomorrow. There she is. Everyone's been avoiding me lately. They're acting squirrely, like they're hiding something. I have to get to the bottom of this after the parade. So she hasn't figured it out. But first, birthday celebrations with delicious candy, a beautiful flower carriage, and... Ah! Sorry to keep you waiting, dear Archon. Time to head out, dear Knight of Flowers. When I woke up, I was riding in a flower carriage. It was my birthday. The Knight of Flowers and their attendants found me. Archon, we finally found you. The people can't wait to meet you. As the Sub-Zero's festival began, everyone smiled and gathered around me.
Are those Parisaras?
Everyone prepared a bunch of surprises for me. Candy exploded in all directions like dazzling fireworks. Ready, 3, 2, 1! A bird suddenly appeared. And in that moment, the world erupted in brilliant color. Actually, I have a surprise something. Darn it. Come on, me. It's kind of hard to keep up with the non-voice subtitles because they're hard to read. Still, this is neat. When I woke up, I was riding in a flower carriage. It felt just like a dream. Never had I witnessed a more perfect day. Cool. The parade of the flower carriage had concluded without a hitch, and you all returned to Partis DI. Here's to a successful birthday surprise. Cheers! Ha, I knew it. I knew you had it in you. Cave, you truly are a genius architect. Madame Farzan, I think you might have had a little too much to drink. She hasn't been able to contain her excitement since she saw the candy tower hit the flower carriage. I even saw her sneak a few extra drinks just now. Hey, we all deserve to loosen up once in a while. That's what festivals are for. By the way, Candice, your playing was amazing out there. How come you've never showed us before? Oh, it's just something I do in passing. When the night watch is calm and the stars are out, I like to play a few tunes to pass the time. You're saying the stars in the sky get to hear you play more than us? No fair. I just remembered I never went back to that one guy, Zubair, in the Grand Bazaar to tell him that we found Nilou. Oh well, it's not a big deal. It's too late to do that now, right? So, because he would know that she's safe. After all that. Honestly, I think Miss Nilou's dancing was the real star of the event. Wait, when did this become about me? I see, so the Weejot Eye is now under the custody of the Temple of Silence. You can borrow it for research if you want. No need. Certain objects merely represent a period of history. Once the events they exemplify are brought to light, there's little value in further study. Huh. I thought you'd at least want to see it. A legendary gem like that is sure to be a wonder to behold. Couldn't hurt to take a look. I'm not about to make the trip to the Temple of Silence for that. It's too far. You and your hermit tendencies, I swear. Although, if someone ever brings it to the academia for appraisal and certification, I wouldn't mind taking a look.
On that topic, I wonder how much it's worth.
I've never really thought about it. It's kind of like an ancient palace in a way. Not many people are going to break off a piece of the wall and send it for appraisal. That actually sounds like something my Darshan would do. I've heard some of the underclassmen have quite the sense of curiosity. Well, if that does happen, write a report and send it to my office. Huh? Is that protocol or something? No, I just like to know when interesting things are brought back to the academia. I might want to check it out. Why did I ever bother asking? I should just keep my mouth shut. Interesting. You use reports as a sort of alarm clock system.
An alarm? Yes, that's what I heard just now. Dear friends, a critical moment has arrived.
For another joke? Wait, I didn't hear anything. It's not like Hermanubis would call on you and not me.
It is time to come together
and play genius and...
Is that Kale calling me? Sorry, Gecko. Genius invocation this and genius invocation that. When's Kale gonna give me an excuse to leave? Everyone seems to be having a lot of fun. What about you? Are you having fun? Yeah, I just know this will be the most unforgettable birthday I'll ever have.
Great Archon, you have a long life ahead of you. Isn't it too early to draw such a conclusion?
You know, it's very weird to have Nahida being like the main character of this timed event in a way. Like, you know, she's like the central focus of it, right? But she's not voiced, and Sarush, of all characters, is. I'm just saying, I don't mind that Sarush is voiced. I'm just saying that it's weird that Nahida isn't voiced as well. Not at all. Sometimes a single moment is all it takes to know you'll remember something for the rest of your life. Your name is Sarush, right? Would you and your friends ever consider coming to live in Sumeru City?
Thank you for your kindness, Great Archon. But we Pari have our own duties, and we find the city a bit too noisy.
Is that so? If you spend more time among people, you might start to enjoy the commotion.
Well, that's also true. I have fond memories of my adventures with Pale Floater and my Yasnapati.
Really? Paimon's happy to hear that. It felt like this Sub-Zero's festival had surprises for everyone. When you called out the Aranara, Paimon nearly fell out of the sky in shock.
I'm glad you liked it. I told them to stay hidden so no one knew what was coming.
No wonder Arasaka was so flustered. He was trying to keep it a secret. Oh, Paimon's sure everyone in Sumeru loved the surprise. It felt like a dream.
A dream, huh?
Nahida?
Oh, it's nothing. I was just wondering if this whole thing might be a dream. Then we should do our best to remember it. Huh? Let's capture this moment forever, so that even if we wake up, this moment will never be lost. That must have been what Olimar wanted when he gave Rukkhadevata the Weejat Eye. Even though we don't have anything that powerful, we still have our own way to stop time. But how can we do that? Hehe. A picture, huh? That's what I'm guessing? Alright, everyone. Closer together, please. People on left, make some room. Someone is stepping on my shoe. Sorry, Madame Farazan. There's not a lot of space.
Pale Floater! This spot is reserved for the mighty Pari.
Paimon's the only one allowed to float next to him.
So that's what you meant. A picture. I never thought about it that way before. From now on, every time you look at the photo, you'll remember the joy of this moment. I don't have experience with this kind of stuff, but I trust you. I believe with all my heart that time will stop for us in this moment. Get in the picture, Kaveh. Just need to set the timer, and we're good. Everyone ready? In 3, 2, 1.
Happy birthday!
There we go. That's a neat picture. And that one is complete. Awesome. Very, very nice. Are there any people here that I can talk to? Okay, I don't think that there's any of them to talk to, which is unfortunate, but that's fine. So let's go ahead and claim whatever I can from this, now that that's done. I think that I've gotten everything, actually, that I can possibly claim, except for whatever's left here in the battle one. That's fine. Yeah, I've claimed everything. Okay, cool. And then there's this timed event right here, but I'm not worried about this timed event. I can do this one completely off camera, because it's just a domain one. So, yeah, this was a long timed event, but I'm glad that I finished it all in this video, just because, you know, I wanted to get it out of the way, made things a lot easier to do it that way, so that way in the next video, I can completely focus on the, you know, Archon quest. So, yeah. I hope that you enjoyed this as much as I did. I thought it was neat, except for the weird voiceover thing. You know, I'm not entirely sure why they chose to do things that way. It may have been like a budget issue, or there may have been something else going on. Who knows? I don't really keep up with news regarding all that stuff. You know, so I hope nothing was wrong there. But anyways, yeah. So thank you very much for watching, and the next time I play, I'm going to be going back to the Archon Quest and making as much progress on that as I possibly can. Bye-bye!